Here are 10 shocking facts about the Czech Republic that will undoubtedly leave you speechless. Ready? Why should you watch till the end? Because the Czech Republic is not just about its famous beer or stunning architecture. There's so much more to discover, whether you're interested in history, culture, or natural beauty. Get ready to learn something new and be amazed. Let's begin. Fact 1. Prague is home to the world's second ugliest building. Have you ever heard of the Žižkov television tower? This Soviet-era television tower in Prague has been dubbed the second ugliest building in the world, despite its less than appealing appearance. Standing at a towering height of 709 feet, it offers some of the most breathtaking views of the city. What's interesting is that its reputation has actually been boosted by the addition of giant crawling baby sculptures by Czech artist David Cerny, which have become quite a quirky and popular feature. However, when it was first built, it sparked controversy due to its impact on a Jewish cemetery and its stark contrast to Prague's historical architecture. Fact 2. You can pay for coffee with a good deed in Czech Republic. Imagine walking into a coffee shop and instead of paying with money, you have the option to perform a good deed in exchange for your cup of joe. That's the concept behind Dobro Kava, a unique coffee shop in the Czech Republic. This innovative approach encourages patrons to contribute positively to their community by promoting acts of kindness. It's not just about enjoying a good cup of coffee. It's about fostering a culture of generosity and goodwill. So, next time you're in the Czech Republic, don't be surprised if you're asked to pay for your coffee with a simple act of kindness. Fact 3. Czech Republic has the highest beer consumption per capita in the world. When it comes to beer, the Czech Republic takes the crown. It's not just a casual preference, it's a way of life. The Czechs consume an astonishing 184.1 litres of beer per person on average, making them the world's leaders in beer consumption per capita. This trend isn't new. The Czech Republic has been holding this top spot for quite some time now. Even in 2021, the average Czech consumed more than 184 litres of beer, maintaining their global lead. One of the reasons behind this high consumption rate is the affordability of beer in the Czech Republic, where it's often cheaper than bottled water. So, if you ever find yourself in the Czech Republic, you might want to join the locals for a pint or two. Fact 4. The Czech language has some of the most difficult rules. If you've ever tried to learn Czech, you'll know that it's no walk in the park. The Czech language is notorious for its complexity, especially its challenging rules that can leave learners scratching their heads. One of the aspects that make Czech so difficult is its untranslatable words, unique to the language and often hard to grasp for non-native speakers. Another hurdle is the pronunciation of the R sound, which is notoriously tricky for many learners. Additionally, Czech grammar is no easy feat, with intricate rules and limited exceptions. While Czech doesn't pose significant spelling issues, its grammar is a different story altogether. Overall, Czech is considered a highly complicated language that requires considerable effort to understand and master. Fact 5. Czechia has an unusual tradition of mushroom picking in forests. In Czechia, mushroom picking in forests is not just a hobby. It's a deeply ingrained tradition that has been part of Czech culture for centuries. Families in Czechia have passed down this activity through generations, with today's Czechs still venturing into the woods to hunt for mushrooms. This tradition is not only about finding food, it's also a way to connect with nature and enjoy the outdoors. The Czech people have a strong affection for mushroom gathering, making it a significant part of their heritage and lifestyle. Fact 6. Czechs celebrate Easter by whipping women with handmade whips. Easter in Czechia is celebrated uniquely with a tradition called pomlaska, where men lightly whip women with handmade whips for good health and fertility. This tradition, dating back centuries, is believed to ensure the well-being, beauty, and fertility of women throughout the year. The pomlázka is made of willow rods or twigs adorned with colorful ribbons and is used to playfully tap or lightly whip girls on Easter Monday morning. While this custom may seem unusual, it's not meant to cause harm, but rather to uphold traditions and symbolize rejuvenation. Women often wear multiple layers of clothing to minimize any discomfort from the whipping. The tradition also includes singing verses related to eggs and spring themes, as well as splashing water on men who arrive after noon, adding a playful and festive element to the celebration. Fact 7. The famous Charles Bridge is actually haunted by ghosts. Constructed in the 14th century under the reign of King Charles IV, the bridge has witnessed centuries of history, including wars, revolutions, and the rise and fall of empires. However, it's not just the historical events that have left their mark on Charles Bridge, it's also the countless stories of spirits that are said to haunt its ancient stones. One of the most famous ghost stories associated with Charles Bridge is the legend of the 27 noblemen. According to legend, in 1621, during the 30 Years' War, 27 Bohemian noblemen were executed in Old Town Square for their involvement in a revolt against the Habsburg rulers. Their bodies were then mutilated, and their heads were displayed on the Old Town Bridge Tower as a warning to others. It is said that the spirits of these noblemen now haunt Charles Bridge, seeking revenge for their unjust deaths. Some visitors to the bridge have reported hearing disembodied voices, feeling cold spots, and even seeing apparitions of the noblemen walking the bridge at night. Another spooky tale surrounding Charles Bridge involves the story of a young woman who was accused of witchcraft and sentenced to death by drowning in the Vltava River. It is said that her spirit now roams the bridge, appearing as a ghostly figure in white, haunting those who dare to cross her path. Despite its haunted reputation, Charles Bridge remains one of Prague's most popular tourist attractions, drawing millions of visitors each year. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying the eerie charm and historical significance of this ancient bridge. Fact 8. The narrowest street in Prague is barely 50 centimeters wide. Now, let's shift our focus to a different kind of attraction in Prague, the narrowest street in the city, Vinárna Čertovka. This tiny alleyway, barely 50 cm wide at its narrowest point, is a hidden gem tucked away near the bustling Old Town Square. Despite its size, Vinárna Čertovka has a big reputation. Tourists from around the world flock to this narrow street to experience its unique charm and take photos of its quaint architecture. Some sources even claim that the street is narrower, measuring just 70 centimeters wide, adding to its allure. But what makes Vinárna Čertovka so special? Aside from its narrow width, the street is also home to some interesting history and folklore. Legend has it that the street was once used by smugglers to transport goods between buildings, using its narrowness to evade authorities. Today, Vinárna Čertovka is a popular spot for tourists looking to experience a taste of old-world Prague. Despite its narrow confines, the street is equipped with its own traffic lights to manage pedestrian traffic, ensuring that visitors can explore this unique attraction safely. Fact 9. Czechs have a unique birthday butt bump tradition. In Czechia, birthdays come with a playful twist. It's a tradition for the birthday person to receive spanks on the buttocks, with each spank symbolizing a year of their age. While this may sound surprising, it's all done in good fun and is not meant to cause any harm to the recipient. It's just one of those quirky traditions that add a touch of humor to birthday celebrations in Czech culture. Fact 10. Shoes are thrown for good luck in Czech weddings. In Czech weddings, shoes play a unique role in bringing luck and happiness to the newlyweds. After the wedding ceremony, guests gather outside the newlyweds' home. The groom then takes off one of his shoes and throws it over the roof of the house. If the shoe lands with the point facing downwards, it is seen as a good omen, symbolizing good luck and prosperity for the couple's future. However, if the shoe lands with the point facing upwards, it is considered a bad omen, indicating potential difficulties ahead for the newlyweds. This tradition adds a touch of whimsy and superstition to Czech wedding celebrations, highlighting the importance of luck and happiness in marriage. And with that said, we've come to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune into our next exciting video.